So we know that Halo's multiplayer dropped not too long ago, and a lot of people have been in there, and they've been playing it for weeks now, it feels like. And I feel like overall getting really good praise. A lot of people are really enjoying it, having a good time. Yeah. And but one thing is starting to come up, and this is not the first time that this has come up. This has come up with other games, but I feel like
a bunch of other games.
Yes, but I feel like right now Halo might be the one that kind of like really brings this to a head. Possibly, I don't know why I think that, but I'm curious.
Okay,
the cheating issue.
Yeah,
because Halo is a cross-platform game, so PC plays with console, and there are other games that do this. But kind of like Call of Duty with Warzone and everything, there is not a client-side anti-cheat on this game. And so there's only a server side, which is not nearly as effective. And so the cheating on the PC side is already starting to run amok and be crazy. And so console players who, now you can cheat on consoles. There's ways around it, a way to do it, but it is much more difficult. Most people don't do it. Or if they do it, it's more of like a hardware side, like they're getting crazy modded controllers and weird stuff like that. Like it's less often a software-based cheat, even though they can exist on a console. But for the most part, the console side, you don't have to deal with this kinds of stuff. It's becoming such an issue, even though the game is just still relatively new, that the console people are just like screaming out here. They're like, give us a way to turn off crossplay. Now, Call of Duty has an ability to turn off crossplay, and a couple other games do. Some of them just, you can only turn it off like, I don't want to play with other people on other consoles or whatever, and give you even more options. But right now, Halo's only a Microsoft game, so it's just PC, and it's just the Xbox consoles, all the various versions of them that they have. And I mean, I have kind of been in the same boat. Now, on the one hand, with Halo in particular, it's a little bit of a different situation because I feel like it's taken off a lot on PC. And since the player base is only in the Microsoft camp, like if you cut that off, it's going to significantly cut the player base. If that's a good thing, bad thing, I don't know, because obviously more people as they're coming into Halo, and then as more people get the new Xboxes, like it's going to grow back up. But it will probably never be to the same as if you do that. So on the one hand, it's like, shoot, I hate the idea of like in any way, shape, or form making matches longer to get into. But at the same time, as a person who mainly plays console myself and plays a lot of FPS games, I would leave and stop playing. I have not jumped into the new Halo yet. I would not do it if I was dealing with cheaters all over the place. It's like, no, there's a reason, part of the reason why I'm not playing on a PC. Outside of, just wanting to buy one, but it's like, I don't want to have to deal with all this stuff. I wanted the simplicity and the it just works of a console side. I don't want to have to deal with all this stuff. So I am absolutely in the camp of like, yes, make it a toggle. You can turn off. I love having the option to do it for if you have friends on PC or to increase the player base. That's a great option to have, but it should be an option. It should be something you can then turn off, in my opinion. And sounds like a lot of console players right now that are really getting into Halo are kind of feeling the same way. Or implement a really good anti-cheat that will help fix the issue, to make it to where it's like, yeah, it still exists, but it's nowhere near as bad. It's like, pick one of these two roads and go down it. It feels like the easier one would be just give them a toggle. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I can't believe they don't have a toggle.
I feel like every game I've played recently that has crossplay has a toggle.
That is weird not to have that. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I mean, Rocket League has it, do they not?
Rocket League has it. Call of Duty has it. I'd have guessed Fortnite has it, but like,
Overwatch has it.
Yeah, Overwatch has got it. That's a weird thing to not have a toggle.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I kind of understand it with Halo in particular because...
But not even having the choice at all, you understand?
I'm only saying it that I understand from the standpoint of they want the biggest player base pool as they can possibly get.
Sure.
That's the only reason that I say it.
Yeah, and even with Halo, though, I feel like that's their game. They're going to have a big player base on both console and PC, you would think. I don't know.
I mean, Halo's not been on PC for that long. I mean, the newest versions, like the new reiterations of it and everything like that. So I don't know. Maybe they were afraid. I don't know. I don't know. I can only speculate, but I think it's got to be they just are so, man, we want to we don't want to have anybody waiting to get into matches and everything. And that must have been, at least in the onset, their preference. That now they're either, and maybe they've got an anti-cheat down the road, and like, hey man, give us another month or two, it's out. You know, I don't know what their timeline is, but it's just, I'm with you guys. I think it's crazy they don't have one.
Yeah, it's so weird.
But there's got to be a reason in their minds why this doesn't exist.
It might be hard.
I mean, maybe.
Could be.
Like it might, as far as the anti-cheat thing. Like if they're like, okay, well, we'll be able to take care of the cheaters. That's why we're not going to do that's why we're not going to do a toggle. But maybe the anti-cheat thing is just very, very hard.
I'm sure that is. I mean, especially as quick as people, you know, you read articles all the time about how such and such a game released a new anti-cheat, and 6 hours later, it's like, we got past it.
Cracked it.
Yeah.
And I mean, unfortunately, this wouldn't be a fix for this game because it's, again, if you toggle off to where you can't play with PC people, you only have other Xboxes to play with. But like, I believe it was, I want to say it was Apex, or I don't know, one of the game, either Apex or Call of Duty, that you could just say, okay, I want crossplay on, but I don't want
only
just
console.
Eliminate PC. Yeah, it's only I can play with Xbox people, or if it's a Switch game as well, I can play with them. I'm cool with that. I'm the same boat, especially on competitive multiplayer stuff. I don't want to deal with any of that stuff. And it's not even just a cheat thing. It's the fact that they have superior control ability and all that kind of stuff. Like, I don't want to deal with any of that stuff. I want it to be an even playing field.
I like the way that Overwatch did it, where if you're on console, they put you in the console pool.
Yes.
But if you're partnered up with someone who's playing on PC, then you're in the PC pool. Yeah. I'm fine with that. That's totally,
because you know, at least lay it out to where you know what you're getting into, kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's weird. I don't like that at all. I think that's bad management. I think, as a game developer, you have a certain responsibility. And when you know that's such a huge problem, the fact that you would kind of turn your nose up to it and say, no, we're doing this for us. There's a lot of things that you do for you, but like, come on, man, like help the players out a little bit.
Yeah.
It seems like a toggle would be the easiest thing to implement the quickest.
Right.
I would think so too. But
or
maybe not.
They might be like, listen, we're giving these games away for free now, and we just want them to have Game Pass, and that's all we're really focused on.
Right.
And that's could be the unintended consequences of something like Game Pass, where it's like, listen, we just want it to sound good that we got Halo coming to Game Pass. After that, what happens?
Whatever.
Whatever happens is whatever happens. And I would hate for that to be a truth. And I think that anybody 8 people down from the CEO and under wouldn't say that was the truth. But maybe that top group were like, listen, we're just trying to get Game Pass in everybody's house. And then we let the chips fall where they may. Again, I don't like that, and I don't want that to be the truth. But if you're not serving the people, then that can be what it looks like.